it's always sad when people die that it's not at the end of their life, like their 80s, 90s. Once you're past the 80s, it'll be like, okay, he had a good life, rest in peace, right?
It's understandable.
Yeah, it's more, yeah, people come to terms easier if
At
you're
least to
older and you
us
die.
right now, I'm sure once medical technology gets better, people will look back on it and they'll be like, "Oh my God, he died when he was 80. He had
Yeah.
so much more time. Like he hadn't even started his,
Yeah, his
whatever,
senior
his
years.
senior years of school." Because I mean, that's a whole other topic. But if we
Yeah.
like, it takes us longer and longer to get educated these days.
Mm.
Like nobody wants to just go to high school. Like everyone tries to go to college. They need a master's degree. Like it's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it's going to get to the point where you got to go to school for like 80 years just to know what the hell's going on.
Hmm.
And then people will be like, it's sort of, in some ways, it seems surprising to me that that there aren't at least more people who are upset with the fact that we're not really like researching longevity and
Mm.
like things like that. Like, there's freaking tortoises that live like 400 years. Like,
Honestly, yeah.
to me, that's like what the fuck? Why does he get to do that and I don't? Like, or there's trees that are like 1,000 years old, and I'm
Mm.
like, why is everyone so accepting of our lifespan of the day? Like, it just
Well,
seems weird to me that people aren't like clearly you can do it. This friggin' turtle does it, and he's not even a scientist. He's just a turtle, you know? What the fuck?
I think
Like,
I think it's gonna be something with like
I don't think we're even
how.
trying. Like,
I mean, if you think about it though, back when we were back in time,
mm.
we have come a long way on increasing our lifespan
I
already.
mean, it's gotten much better. I would be like a senior citizen back in the caveman times.
Yeah, and it's like if you were 40, you were like, holy fuck, how are you so
Yeah, how did you
smart?
make it this far without getting
Yeah,
a cut
exactly.
that killed you from an infection, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like now it's crazy to think that people will live up past 100. Like
Yeah.
back for that people, it's like you're not even going past 50, brother. Why are you even
Yeah.
bothering thinking about 80s? You're never gonna live that long.
Yeah, it's
And
the
it's like,
same as like if someone said like, what if you could live to be 160? Like,
I mean,
to us
w-
today that sounds ridiculous, but
with the body that you have, though, it's just that you can't. I don't think it's possible for you, or for. It's like we treat the body will be so damaged
hmm.
by the time you get to 160. Your brain just doesn't w- work
I guess
like
that would
that.
be a question for like a geneticist or something. Like, how, like, we've made all this progress on lifespan. Has that come from our genes changing much, or is it really just all our technology?
I think it's gotta be technology,
It's
man.
probably technology. I don't think it's been enough time. Like, you look at the timelines for evolution, and it's
Yeah,
like hundreds of millions of years between these
yeah,
species. I don't think we've had enough time for it to be
yeah.
evolution.
It hasn't been enough time for sure, yeah. But it's like, um, when it comes to stuff like that, like I think it's gotta be how badly most people treat their bodies. It's like
Mm,
there's definitely people that live up to like a long time, right?
yeah.
But like the majority of people don't, or the people that do live past 100, their their routine is just like the same every single time,
Mm,
no exception, and exercise and all that. And the majority of people that are older don't already cannot do these things.
yeah.
Like they already have so many problems, and I know I work in the medical field, so I know exactly how many problems these older people get.
Mm,
Because all the people that need these walkers and canes that I do for them, they fall from like they fall on the ground like walking on the carpet,
yeah.
and they break a bone just by falling down, and they don't have a specific soft bones condition. They
Yeah.
just it's just time the bone is just so old,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't last as long. You know how many hip replacements we have. It's something unbelievable. I never even knew what a knee replacement was
Hmm.
until I saw like a medical gif of the explanation how the operation works. And I was like, I can't believe we can fucking make a knee and put it on someone's body.
We need more of that. We need that to extend to like everything.
Well,
Like,
slowly I've seen there's been some people that have like a machine doing the heart for them, which is insane, right?
yeah.
But the thing is, you'll never have another brain. That's definitely the most complex organ in the body. I don't think anyone can ever make a secondary brain. But with the bones in your body, dude, they knee replacement and hip replacements are absolutely mental. I can't believe they are a thing.
I bet you that the brain will be the last one that
Yeah.
humanity solves because it is so complicated. But I bet I mean, I can't say, it's so hard to say something's impossible
Yeah.
because so many times in history people have said something's impossible and then people just figured it out and then it wasn't impossible anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so I have to think at some point we're gonna figure it out. I mean, they already have those like cochlear implants that replace your like auditory processing
Mm-hmm.
system and stuff. But I mean, like you said, the brain is so complicated that we got a ways to go to
Yeah.
figure it out. But
Yeah, it's definitely not impossible.
it seems
But
like at some point we should
I
be able to
mean,
figure it out.
the most crazy thing is like how they have figured out that with certain electric impulses,
Mm.
they can make the brain do things that it couldn't do before.
Mm.
So it's definitely getting close, but to me,
Yeah, there's some really
the
weird.
whole like, oh yeah, we don't, or you can't,
Mm.
or we have re-enabled some part of your body that you couldn't do before or something.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's really weird how the strange effects you get when people start poking around in the brain. Like, I remember this one article about this girl who went in for some sort of brain surgery,
Mm.
and while they were doing it, she was like, they would like bump this one part of her brain while they're in the process of doing the surgery, and she would just laugh. And they're like, why are you laughing? Like, what's so funny? And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, you guys just standing here, that's hilarious. They were like, they were triggering the part in her brain that was like, that was funny. And no matter what was going on, she was like, oh, it's hilarious. Like, like, I don't
Wow.
know, it's just so weird. Like, when we start getting a better understanding of how the brain works, we're gonna have some really bizarre, like, medical treatments.
It's pretty crazy, dude.
We'll probably have a problem with like drugs. Like, if you could have a drug that just stimulated like the pleasure center of your brain,
Yeah.
that's going to be a huge problem. Like,
Damn.
because I'm sure they can stimulate that way better than messing around with chemicals and stuff.
Yeah. Like, well, I don't know. Heroin is pretty strong, dude.
Maybe they've got this figured out already.
Yeah, maybe we're missing out.
I don't know about that.